Mr. Swinger One here. Hello. Some of you may recall in a previous video, I was talking about this flex hose and how I wanted to get rid of it and make it look correct. Basically, this water outlet's on the wrong side, so a 340 hose comes over here. There's a reason for that. I won't get into it. I explained it before. But it's basically not the correct radiator. And I ordered a hose that was too short. And then I measured the hose and I ordered this one, which is a total crazily too big. Look. And what I'm gonna do is trim this down and hopefully get it to fit. I think it will. We're going to go over how to do that. We're going to go over how I figured out which hose to order. It's a Gates 20840. I can go over that now. Basically, what I did was I got a piece of wash line. And I ran the wash line along the center of the hose to here, and then I took the wash line, marked it, measured it with a tape measure. It came out to like 27 inches. I went online. There is a Gates hose reference chart, and I believe this hose here is probably 31 inches. I'm not even sure, but I'm thinking between here over to here it should fit, and it's kind of laying in the general area. I'm gonna have to do some cutting and trimming. It's gonna have to lay in there right. It's gonna have to not rub the hood. It's gonna have to be, you know, down at this level. But this is what you do when you have to custom make a hose for your car. So yeah, I'm using a Gates 20840, but this whole method could be used any type of hot rod situation where you have another engine in the car that doesn't fit, or, you know, in my case I have the wrong radiator. But this is a triple core radiator. I do not want to get rid of it. I want to use this radiator and make it work. So I'm going to get to work trimming this. We'll see how this goes. Okay, as we said, I lie a piece of paracord across the hose like so, out to here. I marked it there, and I take that, measure it with a tape measure. In this case, it was like 27.5 inches. I then went, all right, on the web, there's a Gates molded hose chart. This is a HAMB website, the jalopyjournal.com. Let me see if I can find this PDF. Okay, somebody posted it here. So we know we need a 27-inch hose. We know we need a 27-inch hose. We have the PDF down in my phone here. I looked, it was all the way near the bottom of the last page. I'm going to look up the hose number that I picked. I believe it was 31 inches. 1.5 inch diameter. 20840. .20840 is 1.5 inch diameter. Let me see if I can. You can get this on any computer. I'm just using my phone out here at the car. Hose number. I know I need 27 inches, 1.5 inch inside diameter. 20840. And it's 37 13/16 long. But as you can see, it's shaped kind of like S. So I ordered plenty of hose. I'm going to begin cutting it down. I'm probably going to cut this end short, get this on the thermostat housing, and then get this end over to the radiator. We're going to get that fit in. I am going to use a tire crayon to make some marks. We're going to start making some cuts. We're going to be conservative. It's kind of like cutting wood. You don't cut it short the first time. So we're going to cut a little bit off, fit it again, mark again, cut a little bit off, and we're just going to probably ease it into place with 2 or 3 cut procedures. I'm not going to cut it exact size first time because I don't want to cut it too short. All right. Okay, here's the deal. I was originally going to trim this end down, but I got this end on the thermostat housing, and if you see, it kind of looks natural, like it's going to come right over to the water outlet. So I'm going to mark it here with the yellow crayon, cut it, and we're going to see what we got. Go from there. All right, there we are installed. Again, it's not correct for this application, but it looks better than that flex hose. In my research, I found the 383, I believe the 383B body. It's like a 383 Super B. The hose comes out on this side. But for some reason, it was still too short when you measure that centerline length. So remember, if you're in a situation where you're doing something like this, take a piece of paracord. I use paracord or wash line, and just run the string along the center of the hose. That's your centerline length. And then pull the string off, measure it with a tape measure. You'll know how much length hose you need. Go to that Gates hose chart and go to Rock Auto or something, type in the Gates number, see if the hose is close to your shape, which is what I did. And then, like I said, I cut this thing down to fit. And it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a little not correct, but only somebody with a trained eye is going to know. I mean, that's it. Good enough for a driver. All right, hope you guys got something out of this. If you're dealing with custom application radiator hoses, you don't have to do the flex hose thing. What I heard about the flex hose is they have a spring in them, and they put stress on the neck of the radiator, and they crack the neck, and it starts leaking. So I wanted to avoid that. Plus, it was kinked down here, if any of you recall. But yeah, just little solutions for what I did to solve that particular problem. My next thing under here, I'll be doing shortly. I want to get proper length of coolant hoses where I can bring the coolant hoses all the way over to the mount point on the fender well and route them properly. That's next on the underhood detail agenda. All right, until next time, thanks.